All right, let's get right into it. We're here for a critical briefing on what is probably the single biggest shift to happen in digital marketing in, well, over a decade. I'm talking about the rise of AI search and, more importantly, what it means for your brand's future. So, let's start with a really important question. What if your customers could get the answers they need without ever hearing from you? Now, this isn't some far-off future scenario. It's happening right now. People are getting direct answers from AI, completely bypassing the need to click a link or visit a website. The real question for all of us is, are we the ones providing those answers? For the last 20 years, the playbook has been pretty straightforward, right? Get your brand into those 10 blue links on page 1. But that era, well, it's ending. Fast. Things like Google's AI overviews are basically putting a new summary layer right at the top of the page, sitting directly between a user's question and your website. And that new layer introduces a huge new risk. It's something that absolutely needs to be on every single marketing leader's radar. We're calling it AI invisibility. So here's the really tricky part. Your team could be doing everything right, celebrating that #1 ranking they work so hard for, but it just doesn't guarantee you'll be seen anymore. Think about it. If an AI summarizes your competitor's content right above your top link, you've just lost that customer, gone, at the most important moment. So how does this even happen? Well, these AI systems are like super fast research assistants. They scan everything online, looking for the clearest, most trustworthy information they can find. Then they pull it out, repackage it into a nice, neat answer. The problem for us is, if our content isn't structured in a way that the AI can easily grab and trust, then in that moment, for that specific customer, you just don't exist. It's that simple. No impression, no click, zero influence. You've been completely bypassed. This means our entire goal, the whole strategy, has to change. And this really breaks it down perfectly. The old game was all about getting clicks, right? Funneling traffic to our website. The new game is about getting citations. It's about becoming the trusted source that the AI quotes directly. We're shifting our focus from just getting traffic to truly building and proving our authority. Okay, so I know this sounds a little scary, but here's the flip side. With this massive risk comes a huge opportunity. Seriously, for brands that get ahead of this, that move quickly, this shift creates an incredibly powerful long-term advantage. It's what we call compounding authority. And the playbook for this new world is called Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. At its core, it's pretty simple. It's the process of making your content so clear and trustworthy that an AI can safely quote you as the definitive answer. It's all about clarity, structure, and proving you know what you're talking about. Now, for anyone in a leadership role thinking about budgets and priorities, this next part is absolutely critical. There is a huge first-mover advantage here. The brands that jump on this now and establish themselves as the authority, they're going to build a lead that becomes harder and harder for their competitors to ever catch up to. And here's why that lead gets so big. It creates what's called an authority flywheel. It works like this. You provide a great answer, the AI cites you. That builds trust with the user, and it also teaches the AI, hey, these guys are the experts, so the next time the AI is even more likely to cite you. The whole thing just keeps spinning faster and faster, building this massive competitive moat around your brand. So what does this new playbook actually mean for your teams? First thing to know, this isn't about throwing out everything you know about SEO. Not at all. AEO is an evolution of SEO. They need to work hand in hand. And this chart does a great job of showing the difference. Traditional SEO, it's all about rankings and traffic. But with AFEO, the main goal is getting your answer extracted and your brand cited. And that means the way we create content has to shift too, from just targeting keywords to actually building direct, structured answers to real questions. Naturally, if the goals change, the way we measure success has to change too. We can't just be looking at traffic anymore. We need to be measuring our visibility inside those AI answers. We're talking about brand mentions, citations, and this is the big one, our influence on a customer's decision, even if they never click our link during that search. Okay, so let's bring this all together. What's your path forward from here? How do you get your organization ready to win in this new AI-driven world? It really all starts by asking your teams the right questions. Things like, is our content actually structured so an AI can read it easily? Are we giving explicit answers to the questions our customers are really asking? And maybe the most important question of all, could an AI quote our content and feel confident that it's the definitive answer? These are the questions you need to be asking, starting today. I think this next line just sums up the entire mindset shift perfectly. The goal isn't just to show up on page 1 anymore. The goal is to become the answer itself.
And that brings us right back to the very beginning. The next time your customer asks AI a really important question, a question that could lead to a sale, will it be your brand that answers them? That is the fundamental challenge and the incredible opportunity that lies ahead for all of us.